Kalawari wasakite wapikibote me wene ene ba fokoba wabote. Adigobra, I will continue this talk. I've started with Kalawari Talk 1 and now it's Kalawari Talk 2. So for me, in Kalawari Talk 2, we examined institutions, starting with the Amainabo, and we come to a very sad conclusion that the Amaina of Kalawari, Professor T.J.T. Princewill, had not provided the needed leadership for the Kalawari people to go forward, has not provided the needed leadership for Kalawari people to have the needed unity, the needed power to surmount the challenges of these times. So, but today we are going to look at the Kalawari Sekobri. The Kalawari Sekobri is supposed to be the gathering, the warehouse, the clearinghouse of Kalawari people, because every Kalawari Nalabo, from every community, from every Alawari is supposed to be at the Kalawari Sekobri. If Kalawari people are not there today, some Kalawari chiefs are not there, it's not because the institution is not there. They chose not to be there with their pettiness and their unpatriotic behavior towards the Kalawari people, towards the Kalawari state. They don't have any attachment to the Kalawari state. Very disappointing. But when there is crisis, most of them come to the council. They run to the council when there is crisis. When the crises are resolved, they run away. So let us not say that something contributed for them not to come to the Kalawari Sekobri. It's a lie. They chose not to come because they feel that there is no crisis. So they contribute. The so-called Kalawari Nalabo contribute to what is happening to the Kalawari. After the Sekobri, I'm going to really stray and focus on Kalawari Nala as an institution. So today, let us look at the Kalawari Sekobri. How did Kalawari Sekobri come about? Damakri, when he became a Amainabo of Kalawari in the small, tiny highland, Torus Ramapuri, Metropolitan Kalawari, which is now called Elen Kalawari Old Chipi. Damakri, there, saw and met 7 words: Endeme, Korame, Iturame, Akialame, Miame, Amabiame, Igodame. Those are the 7 words he met. After some time, he discovered that these 7 words cannot take the Kalawari nation in the competition that was becoming very obvious to him. Boni was there, a trading power. Kalawari had established a trading power, and Nembe was emerging, and the ethnic state of New Calabar was there, and Boni and the Okrika alliance was very strong. And Damakri needed to expand the Kalawari state to confront these challenges that were before him and the Kalawari state. And he expanded the words into Endeme, Iworame, Igodame, Akialame, Akwame, Ogonobe Itulu, Sukube Itulu, Kurame, Alame, Bokame, Kala Ikorame, Miame, Kala Iworame, and Amabi. Amen. That was it. Even after having done that, he still discovered that these things have become archaic. They are not moving. The engine was not moving. There was bumpers everywhere, and Kalawari was not moving forward. He decided to dismantle this institution systematically by creating the war canoe house, introducing the war canoe house into this part of the world. It was Damakri who introduced the war canoe house into this part of the world by first of all creating two war canoe houses. 2 war canoe houses for Dahodum and Daombo. Dahodum war canoe house was created first. Dahodum, the son of Hawo, Dahodum Hawo Baboy, and Da Adayomubo Are Amakri. These were the 2 that were created. And Damakri divided. Damakri, in order to strengthen them, he wanted a triangular state a tripod, he and the apex, and resting on the two, that Odum and that Humble. That was what Damakri intended in his policy of building the Kalawari states. So he decided that the two groups should take care of his most precious legacies, his children. His children. He bequeathed Daekine, Amakri Ekine, to Daudum, and gave Amakri Karbo to Dahambo. Not only that, he gave his grandson, Otaji, long will to Dahambo. And one of his foster son, Daidiabali, in Nabobari, prayed Harry to die Humble. And that was how the Sekobri started. At the time of Abi started the central group of Buhari, where central military command and so on. It was not done properly, if we look at it, because the head of houses were not included. Some of the head of houses, that Itonboyobo was the richest man of his time. He was an Arusa. And even till today, we can see it. If we look at what they left behind, the weaponry they left behind till today, you find out that it is that Itombo, that George, and that Isowu that have the highest number of the high caliber weaponry in Kalabara. They're there. The Bang Bang, Ibiyanawe Biafia, and all. They're all there. They survived till today. But that be, man no man, did. So what is the Sekobri today? The Sekobri is supposed to aid, advise, and work with the Amayabo for the good of Kalabari. If the Sekobri is up and doing, we don't need any other institution, because this is the most perfect institution, because the Alasiri is the highest. That's why I am my Kalabari Nalawo. That's why I'm my Jabal. That's why I went to Damakri to lift the cannonball. To leave the cannonball to become Kalabari Nalawo. Like that. What is the Sekobri doing? The Sekobri, like the musicians sang, my father's house of worship had become a den of thieves, stealing in the name of the Lord. Strike the hammer of justice and set my people free. My father's house, that Makri house of justice, that Makri house of defense, that Makri house of protection of Kalabari interests, has now become a den of thieves, stealing, perpetuating injustice, oppression, repression, whole form of maladies and vices, have now become the order of the day, the modus operandi of the Kalabari Sekobri. The Kalabari Sekobri has ceased to be the bulwark of the Kalabari state, the backbone of the Kalabari state, the last of the Kalabari state, defending the Kalabari state. The Sekobri now is where money changer and solicitously under this chief had been bribed. He comes, he stands up and starts to tell lies, falsify history. Falsify history. He wrote, always lie. What are we going to do to revive? We need to get bleach, and detergent, and iron sponge, and vim to wash. There must be internal cleansing. There must be sanitation. Period. In the Kalabari Sekobri. Because the Kalabari Sekobri is a house of vices today. It does not tell the truth. It's an odd bed of liars and bribe takers. We must do an internal cleansing, an internal surgery to remove the tumor of corruption and injustice. I will give you instances. Chiefs, people will come from their communities to become chiefs. They said there's a kangaroo committee of screening, whatever. Chiefs will come. Maybe you have problem with another individual in your community, and some chiefs had gone to the Amanawa are taking sides with that chief. And then when you come, you have paid their money. The day you are going to be installed with everybody, they disgrace to share your money, eat. When you talk, they say you have insulted Damakri. You don't want to insult Damakri. He used it to rob yourself. They did it to George Will of Angulama. Things. Furabo. They did it to Chief Dapa of Abalama. They did it to so many people. Injustice. At time, you take people's money. And this is a council headed by a professor. Shame on you. You are not the house that Damakri built. My father's house of justice had become a den of thieves, stealing in the name of the Lord. Strike the hammer of justice and let my people go. That was the case. Because the Amayaba had problem with Diamond to be West. Elebikala, Elebike Polo. He, a direct descendant of Elebike. Elabeneto. Decided that there is no Elebike stool. It is that Tom's stool. That Tom does not have a stool. That Tom sat on Elebike's stool as the son of Dada. He came with Elebike's stool. So it is not Elebike, it is not Tom's compound, it's Elebike compound. The Rubrics wife came, all of a sudden they said they have settled. Elebike house is back. It is Elebike's compound. The same way, whenever people call our compound, Edomnio Bupolo. We the children of Edonbo, we know Edonbo Bupolo or Edonbo Polo. Man of that Edonbo, I know Polo. It's not Edonbo Bupolo. That's where justice reigns. Kalawari Council, Kalawari Kobri, you will hear. That Karibo chieftaincy was stranded for him by the Umbo House. And when that Karibo became a minor, he gave this tool to Idilolomare, Prince George Amakri. So Prince George Amakri is sitting on that stool of that Karibo as the head of Karibo House. Some chiefs in Abi House will say, no, it's not true. That judge. So on which stool is that judge sitting? Kalawari Council of Chiefs. Kalawari Seko, you are poor. House of injustice. Correct it. We must fight. That is what I have chosen. We must correct these injustices. That judge is the head of Caribou Group of Houses. That B gave his stool to Ngodikio. When Ngodikio was fatally wounded and he came and died, the stool was given to Mizel. But his mother, my auntie, said no. It was first Okorosa. Today in Abbey House, they are saying it's not true. Okorosa is not an abyss too. Okorosa is on abyss too. Flower Seko. Stand up. Look at it. That Nabobwari stool was created for him by his father, Dataria. Dataria died at the early stage of that Carabao. At the early stage of that Carabao. Because by 1854, during the reign of that Carabao, there was a dispute between the Ekene people and Kalabari people. And the British came to settle this dispute and to sign a treaty. 1854. On the 25th of January, on board Her Majesty steamer, the Antelope, the treaty was signed to open up the market and allow trade to go on in the Egene market. Calabar people should not ban the Egene. They should not stop going to the Egene market. In that treaty, that George Kuda, that Nabo Buhari, signed after George Will. Now today, there is no compound like in Nabo Buhari compound. All of a sudden, they said there is an in Nabo Buhari compound. There is an Isokra compound. How can there be Isokra compound in Buguma? How? It's not possible. How did Isokra become a compound? Isokra left the Elem Calabar to Buguma in the Nabo Buhari walking. Nabo Buhari Rubio, I know one Buguma Okre, one Buguma Bua. It was after the foundation of Buguma in 1885 that Abi insisted that the Taria house must return to Buguma. At that time, everything had been shared in Buguma. That's why you see that the West have crossed. That's why you see that the West have, that is the only place where you see one compound crossing to the other side. And at the end of the day, the Taria people came. That Abi insisted that Hamatoro should bring the Taria volcano out from Buguma to Buguma, and they came. Damakri created the Nabo Buhari ward for 4 persons. One anako, Amakri Oboko, Echunika Nangana Menea. When Taria left K and came, when his father Bela gave himself and his royal teme, Damakri put them under the care of Dankana Menia. Dankana Menia took care of that Taria, fostered him, brought him up, and made him who he is. But Dankana Menia was not a chief. That Ejiminike was not a chief. In Alasa. It is only that one and that Makrio Bokote and Allah Pakamaye. That Oko was not a chief or Alasa. That Inkporo was not a chief or Alasa. So how can there be Isokra compound? Under which heading? That Isokra came as a member of that Nabo Buhari house. He's not a chief. Lying Calabar Sekobri. He wrote Calabar Sekobri. This judgment and injustice cannot stand the test of time, because while the history, the authentic sequence of events in Calabar land in our hand, you go. And then they now went to Isokra compound and brought one Ibenebo, conniving with the second brother to install Ibenebo in Calabar as Nabo Buhari on the head of that Taria's house, shamelessly, and they think that the Taria house will accept it. If everybody accepts, I will not accept these lies that you are imposing on people. You can be my best friend. These are lies. They die in Nabo Buhari's stool. It's a stool belonging to the Taria's house, and only to Taria's house. Look at the ungratefulness. Today, that terrible descendant, that big descendant, are sitting in the Amakri house because that Taria opened it for them. During the crisis that led to the installation of that Karibo Asamainabo in place of his brother, the crisis that engulfed Calabar nation, that were a frontal battle between the Awos and the Ombos, in which the Ombo triumphed, led by Tebo, Ombo the second. And that Taria lost his eyes. And that's why in every sacrifice in that Makri house, that Taria takes the head. That you people have the temerity to suspend that Taria who opened the house Who aided and provided the milk and honey you are eating? And how can Kalabari move forward in this sort of injustice and manipulation of known historical fact? My father's house of justice has become a den of thieves, stealing in the name of my father. Set the hammer of justice and let our people go. That area cannot be blackmailed, cannot be victimized, cannot be cajoled to become something that is not. We are able and capable to say the truth, and it's the truth that will stand. The only way the Kalabari Sekobri can provide the needed leadership for Kalabari people is to be transparent, and only people of proving integrity become chiefs, Allah in their various houses. Kalabari need leadership, and that leadership can only come when the Amainabo resolve to be the Amainabo of Kalabari, to provide the needed leadership, and the Kalabari Sekobri will stand with him to provide the needed proper administration in leading the Kalabari state to its height. That is the only way the Kalabari will move. Let us stop turning the house of justice of our father to the den of thieves.